Hello, everybody, and welcome to the three keys for an abundant mindset to grow your holistic practice. And I'd like to welcome you all, whether you're live or you're watching this at a later time. So glad that you're here. And today we're going to be talking about the three keys, and as we go through it, you'll learn more about what it is you need to really grow your practice. And we've already had a question come in, is what can you do to grow your business? So I'll weave some of that in as well. And what one of the things that I really want to share with you is we're going to make this a safe space so that anybody who's here live and you want to share, then you can share. And I'm going to turn off the recording while you share so that you can feel free to share. So, all right, with by a show of hands, who here is ready to create an abundant, successful, holistic business? Raise your hand, and if I can't see you, raise that mechanical hand. All right, we got it. All right, Yvonne, yay. All right, you're ready. And who here is ready, who already has a holistic business or a business that they want to grow? And who here is ready to create their holistic business? So if you're ready to create it, raise your hand. Yay. All right. So why don't we start the slides and we'll talk more about what are the three keys. So if you came, wait, you can go back. All right. So can you go back to the beginning? Okay. So three keys to an abundant mindset to grow a thriving holistic practice. And I invite you to have, you can go to the next slide. I invite you to have beginner's mind. So even if you've heard some of the concepts, be open because you never know what possibilities and insights might happen today. And before we go to, actually, let's talk about, you can go to the next slide. What we're going to do today is talk about your hidden mindset patterns, because your hidden mindset patterns will block you from creating a thriving holistic business. And we're going to get deeper into that so that you understand what it is you need in order to be able to clear it and discover it and then clear it. And then we're going to be talking about how do you go as a practitioner, how do you go from self-doubt to confidence? What is it that you need in order to really find the confidence within so that you're sharing your message with the world and feel confident in doing that? And then we're going to be talking about magnetic messaging. And in order to really attract those you really want to serve, your ideal clients, you want to be in alignment and have that magnetic messaging. So we have a lot of good information in store for you today. Allie, can you stop the slides for a moment? And I really wanted to share how I got to where I am right now. And first of all, I'm so grateful to be having the life that I have now. I've been a licensed clinical social worker for over 30 years, and I'm a certified hypnotherapist, a certified intuitive energy coach. And now I just recently completed, and I am now a certified business coach and consultant. I've been in my own business for over 20 years. And I'm so grateful to have my intuitive abilities where I can hear and feel and see and sense and know. And that I love working with the clients that I have, combining my counseling, coaching, and intuitive abilities so that they can transform their lives and their businesses. But it wasn't always this way. I suffered growing up with a lot of trauma. And that trauma, what happened for me was I had a lot of anxiety, depression, low self esteem, and post traumatic stress disorder. And because of the trauma, I knew that it was affecting me. I knew that intuitively my soul was calling me to develop my coaching practice and go bigger, to get more visible, to help more than my holistic psychotherapy practice was at the time, and to share my work with women using my intuition advantage system so that women can clear their energy, connect more deeply to the higher aspects of themselves, and build their business and practice. But the trauma was affecting me, and I didn't feel worthy to charge. I felt I was fearful of getting more visible, and I knew that I needed to do things to grow my business, but I didn't know how. I didn't have the strategy and the structure to take the steps I needed to in order to grow. And some of you may actually be in the same or similar place. And so if and I felt this fear. And when I thought about moving forward in my business, I felt so much fear in my body. I felt paralyzed. And then one day, and it was this beautiful sunny day, the sun was streaming through the window, and I was sitting on my couch with my head in my hands, and I was feeling really depressed, feeling the fear and feeling not good enough. And I could feel my intuition was guiding me to go onto my computer and look at my emails. And so I went onto my computer and I looked at my emails, and I saw that there was a free virtual workshop for me to attend. And so I registered for that workshop. And what happened was I knew that the woman who was teaching that workshop was the mentor I was meant to work with. And somehow I found the courage within me to overcome that fear that was in my body. And I found the courage to say yes to her for her coaching program and yes to spirit. And I'm so grateful that I did, because since I said yes, I do feel more confident and certain. My business continues to grow and expand. I feel clarity about what I need to do in order to grow my business. And I'm committed to help you, those of you who already have a business you want to grow, those of you who are ready to start your business, or those of you who are licensed professionals who want to pivot or add to your practice of business. And I'm here to help you make your best intuitive decisions so that you can create a thriving, so successful, holistic business. And again, so glad that you are here joining. And now let's start the slides again. So let's jump in. You can go to the next slide. So, one of the things I want you to know is that As you grow your brand, as you continue to grow your organization, your business, you want to find the values. Your core values are really important. And for me, two of my, well, three of the core values are on here: inspiration, empowerment, and intuition. And those and spirituality, those are my core values. And as I keep growing my business, my values don't change, but I become more committed to bringing my values out and sharing them more and more with the world in an authentic way. You can go to the next slide. And I've been featured on many different sites. And again, as I continue to grow my brand, my values I keep being really committed to my values. And I want you all to know that what's going to happen is, as you grow your brand, your values are really key in you being able to create the business that you really want. So it's important for you to start thinking about what your core values are if you haven't already. You can go to the next slide. So entrepreneurs, and I found this statistic from a mentorship organization, and entrepreneurs who receive guidance from experienced mentors increase their annual revenue by an average of 83%, whereas entrepreneurs who didn't have mentors only increased their annual revenue by an average of 16%. So, what I really want to support you is that you are mentors. Every single one of you here, as you grow your practice, as you grow your business, you are a mentor, and you are going to make a difference in your clients' lives. And I also want to support you in remembering to get your help and to find the places and the people where you're going to get that mentorship as well. And so I just really want to support all of you, and how important mentorship is on you as the mentor, and also getting mentorship. Okay, you can go to the next slide. So, the first key to an abundant mindset is discovering the hidden patterns that keep you stuck and or under earning. So, the hidden patterns that keep you stuck or under earning. And we're going to talk more about what that means, and how that how like what happens for you when you discover those patterns, and ways some of the ways you can start clearing them. You can go to the next slide. So I like to talk about my Psych 101 lesson. And coming from that psychological therapeutic background, I'm always bringing that all into what I do. And you have your conscious mind, and your conscious mind, I really want to acknowledge your conscious mind of yours for being here, for committing for yourself, and really committing for your business to be able to grow your business. So, really want to acknowledge you for being here, whether you're here live or at a later time and watching the recording. And your conscious mind is the part of you from that conscious aligned place makes a very clear, empowered decision. It's the part of you that helps you to feel empowered. Your subconscious mind is the part of you that, from the moment you were conceived to present time, has recorded every moment that you have been alive. So, in your subconscious mind are limiting beliefs and emotions that will keep you from the abundant mindset. And that's where the discovery of what is going on in your subconscious mind is crucial in order for you to change from feeling a lack mindset to an abundant mindset. And your superconscious mind is the part of you that is what I call your higher aspects of self. And the higher aspects of self are your higher self, this wise, unconditionally loving part of you. And we all have a higher self. You have a higher self and your soul, which I love to talk about because I really believe you are here to embody your soul. And it's the characteristics, the energy that makes you you. And so learning to be able to tap in, and we're going to talk more about that very shortly. And then you have your angels and guides and beings of light, and they're all part of your superconscious mind, including the universe or God, higher power, whatever you choose to call it. And that's all part of your superconscious mind. You can go to the next slide. So, your subconscious mind is actually very is very active, let's put it that way. So those limiting beliefs, the emotions, the thoughts, the behaviors that are in your subconscious mind. So put in the chat how much you think your subconscious mind is running the show. Is it 25% of the time? Is it 50% of the time? Is it 75% of the time? Or is it 95% of the time? So put in the chat what you think the answer is. And here's the thing, venture a guess, it's fine. You know, if you're just learning this, it's okay. And but I figured let's have some fun. So who would like to venture a guess? Type it in the chat. Okay. All right. I see that we have people that are not wanting to venture any guesses. Well, the amount your subconscious is running the show, and it is running the show, is 95% of the time. 95% of your days, if you don't become more conscious and aware, your subconscious is taking over. So that's the abundant. That's where shifting to an abundant mindset and becoming aware, number one key, discovering what's going on in your subconscious mind, those hidden patterns. Crucial. And put a yes in the chat if you want to discover those hidden patterns so that you can start transforming them, because you can't transform it if you don't know what it is. So anybody who's ready to transform, put it in the chat. Are you ready to transform? Yes, thank you. Yes, Yvonne, yay. Okay. You can go to the next slide. So your subconscious mind is not only from this lifetime. And a lot of times when I'm working with clients, they may have issues from their ancestors. Do you know that, how many of you have ever heard of epigenetics? Epigenetics is the study of your DNA. And what researchers and scientists have discovered is that you actually have, the trauma gets passed down from generation to generation. So you may have beliefs, limiting beliefs and emotions around money and abundance that are blocking you from being able to move forward. And that's why it's really important to clear the ancestral trauma. And then you have past lives. And when I'm doing work with clients, I'm working on the soul level. And it's going deep into your soul. So we are clearing the energy from this lifetime, from your ancestors, and from past lives. And that's how you shift from that abundant, from lack mindset to abundant mindset. You want to make sure that you're covering each aspect of your mindset, each aspect of your subconscious mind. You can go to the next slide. So the number one key to clearing your money and success blocks are you cannot clear the issue until you know the cause. And that's why it's so important for you to discover what are those limiting beliefs and emotions. And then the cause is in your subconscious mind. Now, you may have some awareness of a limiting belief, of not feeling worthy or deserving, but you will probably not know all the layers, because we are like layers of an onion. You may not know all the layers or aspects of the issue. And that's why you need support in order to be able to keep moving into that abundant mindset. You can go to the next slide. So, what I'd like to do with you today is I want you to get in touch with perhaps some beliefs that would keep you from having that abundant mindset. So, get a pen and paper if you haven't already. And what keeps you from, now you can choose whether you want to do feeling abundant or what keeps you from feeling more abundant is. So I'm going to give you some time to get in touch. And what I want you to do is breathe and ground, just feel your breath and just write. Just write the first things that come to you. No censoring, because if you're thinking too much, then you're thinking and you're not allowing the information to come up from your subconscious mind. So just write and see what happens. Ally, can you stop the slides, please? And I'm going to pause the recording again, please. All right. Okay. Hello, iPad. Penelope. Okay. Well, welcome, Penelope. All right. Can you move? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to be talking about key number two. To shift from self-doubt to confidence. The most important thing and mindset shift that you can do is making a deeper connection to your higher self, that wise, unconditionally loving part of you that I was talking about, and your soul. Now, in my programs, what I do is I do a lot of work helping the women that I work with to be able to make that deeper connection so that they can come forth with confidence. And I've watched many women to be able to make that shift so that they can really grow their business and make a bigger difference in the lives of others. And so being able to go more deeply into those higher aspects of self is really the game changer in being able to move from the doubt to the confidence. And also, it's being able to, when you are wanting to tap into your intuition for your decisions about your life or your business. And then you go into your head and you start second guessing yourself, or you wonder, and then you have an answer and then you go into your head and say, oh no, and you start doubting yourself. As you connect more deeply to the higher aspects of yourself, you start trusting. You trust yourself more and you trust your intuition more. And it makes such a difference in your life and in your business. And the next, and so I want to invite you. What I'd like to find out is, so far, is there something, what do you feel that you have learned or become aware of since during this masterclass so far? If you could type it into the chat, please type it into the chat, what your awareness is, or what did you discover today? Anything at all that you feel you may have known or not known, or known at a deeper level. Remember, I said you can have that beginner's mind and go to a deeper level of it. Anybody want to share in the chat? What is it that they have discovered today? Okay. Simone says, I still have a scarcity mindset. Thank you, Simone. And I do want you to know that you're not alone. I mean, here's the thing. I know that it takes work. And I also want you to know, every single one of you, I want you to know that that you can feel abundant at one level. And when you're getting ready to go to the next level of your work, of your business, that those old beliefs will come up at a different level. And so you may have cleared it at this lower level, but now as you're looking to start your business, grow your business, your beliefs will start like those old beliefs will come up again. So I just really want you to all know that. So thank you for sharing that, Simone. Anybody else want to share anything? Okay. Well, I'd like to share with you a little bit about one of my clients that I've worked with. Her name is Dee, and she's a registered nurse, a Reiki master, and the owner of Western Yoga. And when I first met Dee, she felt lost and unsupported. She wanted to grow her business in an authentic way, but didn't know how or what was next for her. She had trouble setting boundaries with her clients and her family. She wasn't feeling confident in herself or her business. And I took her through my intuition business advantage system, and she built up her inner knowing. And she began to value herself in new ways and gained the confidence and courage and trust in herself to grow her business. She began saying no and setting limits and boundaries with her clients and her family. And as a result of our work together, she developed a program called Burnout is Real for professionals feeling burnt out. She began enrolling clients in her Burnout is Real program. And she's also found a yoga space where she is now doing in person teaching. And she won the best yoga center only 6 months after opening. And she is now watching her business and practice growing in an authentic way. And she keeps expanding her business. Your business will only grow as much as you're willing to grow. If your personal growth does not keep up with your business, it will either start to flatline, it will go backwards, or you will never build the business that your soul wants you to build. And that's where I come in. And with my intuition business advantage system, you will learn to feel more confident to make decisions and take inspired action. You're going to learn how to get consistent and powerful breakthroughs with a proven system. You will learn the tools, the techniques, the strategy, and the structure you need to grow your business and either start your business or take your business to the next levels. And all of you will learn, you can learn how to create more money and have sustainable and consistent profit and make more money coming in every month as you take your business to whole new levels. You will also learn how to tap into your intuition so that you can listen, live, and lead from it. And you will learn what you need to do to grow your business that your heart and soul are calling you to build. And I am committed to help as many of you coaches, therapists, mentors, healers, as I possibly can so that you can grow yourself and make a bigger difference. Build a business that fits into your life so that it doesn't take over your life. I'm committed to take you to the next levels of your intuition, income, and impact. And as a way to honor the parts of you that absolutely know that you are here to build a holistic business that aligns with your soul's mission, I've opened up some slots in my schedule, and I invite you to schedule a business breakthrough session with me. And during that session, we're going to go over how to help you get clarity on your vision and goals. We'll create an individualized business success plan, whether you're just starting your business or ready to go to the next level. You'll gain awareness of the number one block that you have to fulfilling this plan and the next step to move forward so that you can manifest your vision. And if it's a fit, I'll share the program I have that would work for you. And Allie, you can put the link into the link of my business breakthrough session into the chat.
Sorry,
Allie,
technical difficulties.
technical difficulties. Okay. All right. Well, technical different. All right. Do I need to get the link? Let's see. Okay. All right. I'm putting the link in the chat. Well, I have it here. So anybody who would like to sign up, and Allie put it in. So we have plenty of links now. An abundance of links. Look at that. Okay, so feel free to sign up for the business breakthrough, and I would love to talk to you more to share how to support you in creating that abundance mindset or moving to the next level of your abundance mindset. And you can go to you can start the slides again, please, Allie. So just a repeat is we're going to talk about the clarity of your vision and goals. We'll go create an individualized business success, and you'll gain awareness of the number one block that you have to creating this plan or where you're feeling blocked abundantly. And we'll help you to take the next step to move forward so that you can manifest your vision. You can go to the next slide. So we're going to key number 3. And key number 3 is to know how to do the magnetic mindset. It's learning to embody that inner state of confidence, clarity, and alignment so that you become a magnet for the right people, clients, opportunities, and all the resources that that are naturally drawn to you. And when I talk about the magnetic mindset, I'm all about the soul and helping you connect more deeply to your soul. Like I said before, I really believe that we are here to embody our souls on this planet. And when you are embodying that inner state of confidence, clarity, and alignment, you are embodying more of that soul energy. And the more that you are able to maintain it on a consistent basis, the more you will be magnetic to those opportunities. Now, I know before we began, someone asked about how to attract clients. And one of the first things that I would say in terms of a magnetic mindset is to get that clarity of who you want to serve. It's that target market. It's being able to get really clear who is it that you can make a bigger difference with. And the clearer you are, the more you can attract those people. And then when you are, and the other ways that you want to, when you're feeling that confidence, people feel it. The right people, you start being able to speak the way your ideal client will speak, that they will know, yes, this person's going to help me. They are who I need. And so know that your how you are energetically is going to make all the difference in being able to attract the right people to you. And yes, there is strategy, there is skills, there is structure and tools. And all of that is part of what I bring in: the clearing, the tools, the strategy, all of it together. But the alignment and the mindset, if you don't have that magnetic mindset, or you don't have the right abundant mindset, you can take all the actions and keep on doing, going, doing, and still end up with nothing if you're not in that alignment state. And whereas when you're in the alignment state, this is what's so freaking amazing, is that is the state of magic and miracles. And when you're in that aligned state, things can come to you easily and effortlessly and full of grace. And I'm not saying you're not going to do work, but you're inspired by your intuition, and you take inspired action instead of going, doing. So that magnetic mindset is crucial and key for creating a thriving, successful, abundant holistic business. All right. So summary of today. You can go to the next slide. So just to go over, so we talked about key number one: discover your hidden mindset patterns. It's in your subconscious mind. Key number two: to shift from the self-doubt to the confidence, you want to connect more deeply to your higher self and your soul. Key number three: the magnetic mindset. It's embodying that inner state of confidence, clarity, and alignment. In other words, soul, your higher self and soul. And that is the game changer. Because when you're in that state, you get guided. Now, you may need other help and support, but you even get guided to that, to the right people, the right circumstances, the right situations. And that's what it's about. So, what I'd like to do is see if there's any questions. Does anybody have any questions? You can type them in the chat, or you can raise your hand. Um, if you can go to React, and there's a button that says raise hand. So does anybody have any questions? Tell me more about your coaching program. Okay. Thank you for asking, Simone. So my coaching program, what it does, it's a lot about your mindset. And that is clearing the energy from around abundance, around, and remember, I talked about the subconscious mind and clearing the energy from this lifetime, from your ancestors, and from other lifetimes on that soul level. So we do that soul level clearing. And what I also can offer for those, it's depending on what you need. I have the ability to focus on your mindset if that's what you need, or I can also support you with strategy and structure to help you to understand who your target market is and help you to create a program that will change your and help you to get really clear on who you are to serve and how you can create the transformation for them through a program that I would support you in developing together. So I decided to call it my Chinese menu. I have all kinds of modules that depending on what your needs are, I can help you with the clearing and the mindset shift or the strategy and the structure. And of course, you'll always get tools with me. So thank you for asking that, Simone. Any other questions? Okay. So I just really want to say thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for coming. And Ally, can you put the link to the business breakthrough session again in the chat? And if you haven't already scheduled your business breakthrough, please feel free to do so. It would be my honor to connect with you. Thank you. And thank you all for being here. And I look forward to connecting with you all. Did you do any specific, no, we did not do any more specific exercises to connect with the soul. But basically what I do, that's part of my program, is helping you to be able to do the exercises. It would be like a meditation and that kind of thing. And what I wasn't in a 1 hour masterclass, it's not something that I can do. When I have the longer ones, sometimes I'm able to put that in. But thank you for asking, Penelope. Okay. Anyway, thank you all for being here, and I look forward to connecting with all of you soon. Thank you, Yvonne. Have a good night. Thanks.